Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be going over the Generation 4 tier list, and yes, it will include the Monster Hunter characters as well. I wanted to make sure the event was over. I tried maxing out these characters as much as I can so I can get all of the data to rank them in our tier list for Tactical Arena. So what we're going to do is head over to the actual tier list to check out what it all looks like. Alrighty, here we are in the Gen 4 Tactical Arena tier list. I made this myself, so, you know, if you guys have any problems with it, I'm sorry. This is the best way I could do it myself. But yeah, as you can see, we're getting a little full here. We might have to get rid of some characters because, well, I think we have more legendary characters than we do rare and epic characters combined. So I'm thinking when Generation 5 eventually comes out, we might have to get rid of like Murphy and Brad, you know, because at that point they'll be irrelevant. You know, there'll just be way too many legendary characters for anything else to be happening. But yeah, let's go over the attackers. Well, to no surprise, Sherry is pretty freaking good. She has that Bear Commander skill where she just spams a whole bunch of bullets at somebody. It's like a very short minigun barrage like Claire, but she also has the healing, and then she has that stun grenade which does area of effect, so she can stun more than one person at a time, which is fantastic. She does very good in Tactical Arena. Same thing with Luis. Now that sniper rifle, that bomb, he just does so much damage so quickly. So I think that's why he should be in S tier as well. I did bring Claire down to A tier. Nothing wrong with Claire. She can still be up there. If you guys don't have a Luis or a Sherry, definitely have Claire in your team. There's nothing wrong with her. I just think that, you know, the further we go on with these generations, some of the heroes will start dropping down because their stats will just not be as great as the newer characters. And then I also moved down Rebecca to B tier. A lot of people think that she is not worthy of A tier. She just doesn't do that much damage, and there are instances where she doesn't even get to have any healing off. So she won't even get any healing to help your characters survive longer. I have the same thing with Ada there as well. She's just a Generation 1 character who just doesn't do as much damage as we want her to do. But she is still not a bad pick, especially if you guys are still in Generation 1. She's definitely going to be S tier because, obviously, you know, she's only one of 5 legendary characters. But once you get to Generation 4 where we are at, she's just in B tier. And then we have, you know, the others. We have Becca, Catherine, and Alyssa down there in C tier. Nothing crazy. And then we have Murphy in D tier. Someone has to be in D tier. I'm sorry, Murphy. He's just a rare character. His stats are just going to be lower than the rest. Next, let's go on to our defenders. We have Leon still up there. He has that 25% damage reduction. He has all his moves doing stun. So he's obviously still going to be S tier. He has that rocket launcher that does area effect. So he can take down definitely 2 people at a time, depending on how far you have him start up and his ability leveled up. We have Jake. He's pretty much the best in slot now. He has that damage reduction, and he can still do damage. That palm strike, which can damage people and the people behind them, is fantastic. So unlike where we have Leon's rocket launcher, where sometimes it'll hit the main target and it won't damage anybody, but that palm strike by Jake goes pretty far back. It will definitely hit the person you're trying to hit in the front line and hit the person in the back as well. We have Krauser as well in S tier. He is very good. He does a lot of damage really quickly. He has a great survivability with his lifesteal. So again, very great. We did move Chris down to A tier. Nothing wrong with Chris at all. Someone just had to get brought down. I don't think we should have more than 3 people in the S tier, as everyone in S tier should definitely be someone you should have in your team. Like, those are like the best in slots. But if you have a Chris, he's not bad at all. Again, he does have that ability where he gets his health back. Fantastic for him. He also has the armor shredding ability as well. So he is pretty good. We have Mark still in A tier as well. Probably the only other epic character who is still viable to this day because of his damage reduction. He is just a fantastic tank in the front line. Again, Jake did take over him because of his damage reduction. So Jake is just a better Mark, but Mark is still pretty solid. We also have Carlos because of his shield. If you guys have him in the back line and he runs to the front, he can definitely stall out those abilities for your team to do damage to the other team. So, and then we also have the new character, the male hunter. I put him in B tier. He's not bad. He's not bad. If you guys are in Generation 1 and you guys have no other legendaries, for sure I would be like, yeah, put him in the front line if you want to. But he's okay. He's okay. He does do pretty good damage. That lance shot that he has does pretty good damage. He does poke around a lot. But I just think that the other heroes on the top just do more versatility for the team. You know, damage reduction. You have people who do a lot of damage quickly. He just doesn't do it as great, but still viable if you want to put him in there. Then we have Marvin again. He's great. He has the barrier, but there are so many other people like Jake, Leon. They just go right through that barrier. It doesn't even count anymore. Then we have Kendo. He's okay. And then we have Tyrone at the bottom. He's been there since season 1, so sorry, Tyrone. Until they change something about you, you're just going to stay in D tier. Next, we have the Rangers. Jill and Billy, obviously, are still going to stay on top. Jill has her freaking laser weapon, so that's going to stay up top all the time. Billy has that great ability with the multi-target revolver. And then we have Piers, the new addition. Pretty much all of the Gen 4 characters are fantastic in Tactical Arena. Piers has that grenade he throws straight to the back line, so that way they can get damaged immediately, just in case you guys have a Mark or a Jake who does damage reduction in the front. He'll just target the people in the back right away, and then his sniper rifle, of course, does insane damage. And then we have Barry in A tier. Again, probably the only other epic character who is still kind of viable. He is basically just a leveled down Billy. He does great damage in the beginning of the round. He's just fantastic. We still have Mikhail as well. He's usually used for his buff that increases the defense of the front line and their attack speed. So that is why those 3 are like the only epics that are anywhere near viable to this day. And then we have Ashley. Again, she stays in B tier since last generation because, well, she just doesn't do any damage. But she does do stunning. She does provide a shield. But we have so many other characters that are so much better. That's why she's just in B tier. We have Tyrell as well. He has the turret, obviously. If you guys are still in Generation 1, Generation 2, might still be good. But in Generation 4, he's just not that great. We have Brad as well. He has a little bit of viability, like the smallest little bit. So if anyone does do any kind of movement reduction, he does do a little bit of damage, but that is it. That's the only thing you can really use him for. And then we have the female hunter. Guys, I was so disappointed with her. I have her exclusive weapon at level 9. I wasn't able to max it out before the event ended, but My gosh, she is not good. Her damage output is trash. Yeah, like, it's terrible. It's just really bad. I don't know why. I feel like they forgot to add zeros at the end of all of her number percentages in her abilities, but yeah, it's complete trash. Unfortunately, I was very much expecting her to be very good in this game, have at least some kind of ability, like the male hunter, where they do like a sniper shot. She does have that, but it does like no damage. It does like no damage. I do not recommend you put her in your tactical arena team at all. She's pretty good at rallies, especially during the event, but it's all over now. We don't need her anymore, and she's just not that great of a legendary hero for your team. But yeah, that is my explanation of why I believe everyone should be where they're at. Again, people will probably be upset about maybe Chris being in A tier. I think he's still viable for S tier. It's just that those three heroes on the top, Leon, Jake, and Krauser, they just have better percentages overall in terms of their health and their attack and their defense. I think they're just better. Until maybe Generation 5, Leon might have to move down, But we'll have to see who they bring in for the next gen. But yeah, that is pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think of the tier list down below. Yeah, I know I've been gone for a little bit. There just wasn't much to cover. We already covered everything in the collaboration, so they didn't add any new updates really. They didn't add any new characters or anything like that until the collaboration was over. So, but that's why I didn't want to make this video until it was over, so that way we can test all of the characters again against each other. And yeah, this is where I ended up with. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the post notifications for future videos. Make sure to enter that code in the bottom right in your creator code input to support the channel. It is always appreciated. And I'd like to thank you all for watching. Hope to see you in the next video.